The Hindu Times, 14th of October 2023, examining India's plea over the Chinese spy ship. At the moment, China controls the port of Hambantotta in Sri Lanka, where China intends to put its fleet of aircraft carriers. During their meeting in Colombo on October 11, Wickremesinghe responded non-committally to Jaishankar's problem. According to those with knowledge of the situation, President Ranil Wickremesinghe of Sri Lanka is taking into consideration India's request to prevent the Chinese survey and research vessel Jaishankar from conducting a cooperative military, scientific study with the island nation's National Aquatic Resources Research and Development Agency, NARA, in Sri Lanka's exclusive economic zone between late October and November of this year. The persons who wish to remain anonymous claim that President Wickremesinghe was non-committal in his reaction to the matter brought up by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar during his meeting with the head of state of Sri Lanka in Colombo on October 11. The island newspaper in Sri Lanka said on October 9 that Muhammad Ali Sabri, the country's foreign minister, had granted clearance for the Chinese ship to dock at the deep harbour in Colombo in November. He was quoted in the same report adding that Sri Lanka did not wish to get involved in the ongoing big power rivalry between the US, China, and India. Interestingly, the Chinese spy ship Jaishankar has not yet been scheduled to visit Colombo. On Wednesday, the US Navy ship USNS Brunswick moored there. The Chinese surveillance ship is in the Bay of Bengal, some 280 nautical miles, 500 kilometers, east of Chennai. It was formerly stationed 1,000 kilometers east of the China-controlled Hambantotta port in the island nation. With almost 2,000 tons of diesel, the ship is fully stocked for another 2 months. On September 23, the boat entered the Indian Ocean region. Following the President of Sri Lanka's visit in July, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi stated that it was essential that the two nations cooperate together, keeping in mind each other's security interests. According to Height, Wickremesinghe may make the final decision regarding the ship when he visits Beijing on October 17 to 18 to attend the Belt and Road Initiative Summit, which Chinese President Xi Jinping is hosting. Chinese ships have operated in the Indian Ocean region for 5 years as the PLA Navy develops into a legitimate blue water navy. There were 29 warships, ballistic missile trackers, survey, and research vessels as of 2019. That number increased to 39 in 2020, 45 in 2021, and 43 in 2022. Up to September 15, there have been 28 Chinese ships reported in the area this year. National security planners in India are convinced that the PLA is mapping the Indian Ocean bed to map out new sea routes to the east and north coast of Africa as well as Indian Ocean littoral states that bypass India entirely, even though China and Sri Lanka have downplayed New Delhi's concerns and explained the ship's visit as being related to routine marine research. They believe this research is a step toward Chinese strike forces patrolling the high seas in the year as early as 2025.